גם יחד, הנה מה טוב בעיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב בעיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב בעיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, לה 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 לה, all together, הנה מה טוב ובעיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ובעיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב ובעיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ובעיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
Chag Sameach, everyone. Yasher Koach, Rabbi Avi. So nice to see everyone joining us here on Zoom and on Facebook Live. Really great to see everyone. Hope everyone's gathered around each other nice and tight. Why don't we go ahead and light candles real quick together? So if you have the candles right around you, if not, don't worry about it. Rabbi Avi, why don't you lead us in the candle blessing real quick?
All right. Ready, everybody? Ooh. Lay, 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 try that together. La 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav במצוותיו, וציוונו להדליק נר, וציוונו להדליק נר של יום טוב. לילה 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 לילה
Shkoach, Chag Sameach to everyone. It's so nice to see all these faces across our community. I know we can't be together as friends in each other's homes, but at least we can see each other and share each other's presence. And we just want to welcome, Rabbi Avi and I want to welcome you to our ECC Seder. It's a quick, fun, interactive Seder. If you love something, go ahead and type amen or yeah into the chat. There's a reaction you can do. Go ahead and share this on Facebook or Facebook Live if you want. And I just want to know that like a Seder is meant about, it's really the purpose is to be together and to spend time together, to celebrate the holiday and to celebrate the Passover together. So really, really wonderful to see all of you. Seder, of course, means order, and we have lots of parts. And we're going to start now with Kiddush, which is the wine. So if you have a glass of wine or a glass of grape juice, we're not going to do all 4 cups tonight in this Seder because it's a very quick Seder. So at least just keep all the intention for all 4 cups into this 1 cup. Go ahead and fill it up. And we're going to put the words of the Seder up on the screen now, which is from our ECC Haggadah. It's on page 3 in the Haggadah. And we're going to go ahead and as soon as Rabbi Avi, you see that come up, go ahead and lead us in Kiddush.
Great. Together, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri agafen. And together we'll say Shechianu thanking God for helping us to reach this beautiful moment together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kiyemanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Amen. Take a sip of the wine. And now we take the middle matzah, and that's called yachat. It's breaking the middle matzah because so here it is right here. If you have a bunch of matzot, here's my matzah. Okay, we're going to go ahead, and adults, you can do this, or have a kid do it. You go ahead, and yachatz is the act of breaking the matzah, and we're going to take one of these pieces of matzah, the bigger one, and I'm going to hide it in my big red napkin here. We're going to hide this away for later. You don't know where this is going to show up. We're going to hide this for later. Okay. You have a chance to do that. And then kids, of course, you can go find the matzah later and bargain for a new bicycle or, a new a chance to go to Disneyland maybe when this quarantine is over. It's an opportunity to do that. So, and then family, you're going to have a chance to maybe hide that afikoman in a few minutes. We're going to begin our storytelling now. So I want everyone to put on your way back hats. Chance for you to think about what happened way back in history. We're taking a trip back in history to ancient Egypt, where we're going to begin our story of the Passover story, the Passover Seder. And so this is the Magid section. And to do that, we have to kick it off with the 4 questions, because we have to learn all about our Passover story. And so hopefully all of you have learned some version of the 4 questions to get into it. So Rabbi Avi, do you want to go ahead and sing the 4 questions for us? We'll put the words up on the screen. Maybe I'm going to put the words up on the screen for the 4 questions from our ECC Haggadah on page 6. Eric, if you're out there, put it up. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Awesome.
We are ready. All right, let's sing together. Ma nishtana layla ze mikol halelot, mikol halelot,
shebechol halelot,
chametz u'matzah, chametz u'matzah, halayla ze, kulo matzah, halayla ze, kulo matzah, שבכל הלילות אני אביא שער ירקות, שער ירקות, הלילה זה, מרור, הלילה זה, מרור, שבכל הלילות אין אנו מגבילים אפילו פעם אחת, הלילה זה שתי פעמים, הלילה זה שתי פעמים, שבכל הלילות אנו בין יושבים ובין מסובים, בין יושבים ובין מסובים, הלילה זה, כולנו מסובים, הלילה זה, כולנו מסובים.
That was awesome. Thank you, Rabbi Avi, for that.
Thank you.
Let's get ready for our storytelling now. Who remembers way back in Egypt land? We were a prosperous nation. Israelites were living everywhere. And then the Egyptians, a new pharaoh arose who didn't like us very much and began to oppress us and to keep us down. And the next thing you know, we became slaves in the land of Egypt. And we had to work really, really, really hard. And we were under the slavery of taskmasters all the time. And then one day, 200 years later, 200 years later, a little boy named Moses was put into the Nile by his mama and pushed down the river. And Pharaoh's daughter picked Moses up out of the river and said, "Oh, what a beautiful child," and raised him in the palace of the Pharaoh. And as Moses got older, he saw two Israelites. They were fighting with each other. And he saw how badly the Egyptians were treating them. And he actually saw an Egyptian hit one of the Israelites. And he got so angry that he stood up and said to the Egyptians that this wasn't okay, that something has to happen. We have to change the society. Israel has to become free from under the heel of Egypt. And he ran away into the desert. And he ran away into the desert. And so the song of the Israelites, when they are banging away on the hammers and building those amazing pyramids that you see behind me, there's a song. It's called Bang, Bang, Bang. And it's on page 7 in our Haggadah. Rabbi Avi, why don't you go ahead and
everybody get your hammers out. Everybody have your hammers out. Here we go. Let's do this together. Ready? Bang, bang, bang. Hold your hammers low. Bang, bang, bang. Give a heavy blow. For it's work, work, work every day and every night. For it's work, work, work when it's dark and when it's light. Dig, dig, dig. Dig your hammer deep. Dig, dig, dig. There's no time to sleep. For it's work, work, work every day and every night. For it's work, work, work when it's dark and when it's light.
And so they worked so hard every single day. And Moses ran away into the desert. And after years and years, he became a shepherd. One of his sheep became lost. And suddenly, one morning, he saw a light on top of a hill, a bush that was burning. And as he was taking care of his sheep, he approached that bush and he saw that the bush was burning, but the wood and the leaves, they weren't burning. That it wasn't being consumed at all. And as he got closer, he heard a voice, a beautiful voice that said, Moses, come closer, for I am God and I have a mission for you to go down to Pharaoh and to liberate our people and to tell our people that it's time to go. And so Moses began talking with God and learning all about the history of our people and what it meant to be a Jew in such a tough place. And God saying to him, let my people go. Go down, Moses. He's saying to him to go down. And Rabbi Avi has a song for this one too.
Go down, Moses, way down to Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. Can we say that together? Let my people go. When Israel was in Egypt land, let my people go. They worked so hard they could not stand. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down to Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go.
And so Moses finally got it. He knew what he had to do, and he went down to Egypt, and he found his brother Aaron, who was a leader of the Israelites, and said, we're going to go to Pharaoh, and we're going to ask him to let my people go. And so they gathered together, they made a plan, and a couple of days later, they knocked on the door of the palace, and they entered the chamber, the throne room of Pharaoh, and they said to him, listen, you have to let my people go. And it sounds like this.
Oh, listen, oh, listen, oh, listen, King Pharaoh. Oh, listen, please let my people go. They want to go away. They work so hard all day. King Pharaoh, what do you say?
No, I will not let them go. No, I will not let them go. So what happened next?
Oh, and then God sent plagues. That's right. There were plagues. There was hail and locusts. Oh, look at those locusts around Pharaoh. Oh, watch out, Pharaoh. Careful there. Oh, lots of plagues. And then Moses went back to Pharaoh and said together, oh, listen, oh, listen, oh, listen, King Pharaoh. Oh, listen, please let my people go. They want to go away. They work so hard all day. King Pharaoh, what do you say?
No. Whoops, I will not let them go. No. I will not let them go.
And so God sent more plagues. Wild beasts and itchy boils and darkness. And darkness. Where, Farkas? I can't see you. Where'd you go?
I don't know. I can't see anything. It's so dark in here. What happened?
I don't know. So then Moses went back to Pharaoh and said, oh, listen, King Pharaoh. Oh, listen, please let my people go. They want to go away. They work so hard all day. King Pharaoh, what do you say?
No. I will not let you go. No. I will not let you go. I can't see you, but I won't let you go.
Oh, Pharaoh, I can't believe it. So God sent even more plagues. God sent lice. Oh, God. And God even sent frogs.
Whoa. What's happening here?
Oh, look at those frogs.
There's everywhere. There are frogs on my head. There are frogs in my bed.
There are frogs everywhere. Do we know a frog song? All right. Should we see if there are people, if there are some of our friends could hop around like frogs while we sing this one? If you're able to hop around, try it. Here we go. Ready? One morning when Pharaoh awoke in his bed, there were frogs in his bed and frogs on his head, frogs in his nose and frogs on his toes. Frogs here, frogs there, frogs were jumping everywhere. Even in his One morning when Pharaoh awoke in his bed, there were frogs on his head, frogs on his head, frogs on his nose and frogs on his toes. Frogs here, frogs there, frogs were jumping everywhere.
Even in his underwear.
Oh, yes.
There's so many frogs everywhere. Oh my God, these plagues. They're just too much. All the things. You know what? Moses. Are you looking at me, Moses? You know what, Moses? I'm done. I think you should get your things. Get your matzah. Get your paschal lamb. Get your food. Get your charoset and get out of here. Just go. You're free. Just go. I can't do this anymore. You're free to go. And so Moses gathered all the people and they had a Seder that night. And the next morning they marched out of Egypt as free people. Amazingly, they sang songs and they sang all sorts of wonderful things. Let's sing Avadim Hayinu together to sing a song of freedom on page 13 in the Haggadah.
Avadim Hayinu, Ata b'nei chorin, Avadim Hayinu, Ata b'nei chorin, Avadim Hayinu, Ata b'nei chorin,
And there's a wonderful song. We all know it. The song's of Dayenu. Who wants to sing with us, Dayenu? That's on page 14 in our Haggadah, in our ECC Haggadah.
Dayenu,
Natananu.
Natananu eta Torah natananu dayenu 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 Ilu Hotzianu Mimitai Hotzianu Dayenu 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 dayenu.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Now, we can't ever finish the Seder unless we find the Afikomen. And I have this Afikomen right here, and I'm going to go ahead and hide it again. I'm going to go ahead and hide it again. We're going to put it down here like this. And now, can anyone look around your house? Maybe there's an Afikomen somewhere around your house. Maybe your parents put it away. Oh, Rabbi Avi, do you have an Afikomen?
Yeah, I'm looking for your Afikomen. I think I found it. I looked all over the place. Wait. Is this it? Is this the one that you hid, Rabbi Farkas?
Wow, that's amazing. That looks just like the Afikomen I hid 2 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I don't know how I found it. I just luck of the draw. I can't believe it. I'm so happy.
Okay, so do you know that you can't finish the Seder until you have some of the Afikomen, right? And that's because when we do Passover, the beginning is all in the past and the end of the Seder is all in the future. It's about thinking about a world that we can literally, like the matzah, put it back together again. Like that's our job, is when we're having all of this fun time together, is literally to try to take this matzah and like fit the pieces back together so that in the future, the world is even better than when we found it. Isn't that kind of amazing? So I want to think about the future for a minute. There's a character in Jewish culture that is all about the future. And his name is Elijah the prophet. Elijah was all about saying that when the future comes, when the Messiah comes, when the world gets to be better and more whole, Elijah was the one who was going to tell us to do that. And on Passover night is when we actually welcome Elijah to our table. Now, I know, in this time of social distancing, we can't actually have Elijah come in because that would violate the rule of like 6 feet apart. But let's just pretend for a minute that we could think about who in our life could be Elijah. Maybe think about who is that person that represents that future for your family? Who's that person that is there for you to give you hope about how the future is going to be better than the past? Because that's really the core of the Exodus story, is that all of the plagues and all the things that we do, which help us learn about the past, the whole core of the message is that redemption is just around the corner. It's just right around the corner. So what I want you to do is, if you have that cup of wine, we're going to hold up that cup of wine. And if you want, we don't have a lot of time. We're starting to run out of time. So I just want you to think about this cup as representing the past, the present, and the future, and thinking about when the time when all of us can be together in person and hold hands, when the world can be healed, and when we can celebrate Passover to come all together. Let's sing Eliyahu Hanavi, the song of the future, the song of the prophet Elijah.
Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi, Kimera Veyamenu, Yavo Eleinu, Mashiach.
And now I want you to go ahead and put that cup down. I want you to lean over if you're with a family now. I see all of you together in these wonderful families. We're going to go ahead and bless our children, bless our families. If you have a young man, a young boy who's around you and you'd love to give them a blessing, just go ahead and repeat after me if you can. You say, Yisimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim uchi Menashe. May you be blessed as Ephraim and Menashe. And if you have a young girl who's near you, or even a couple of them, go ahead and put your arm around them and put your hand on their head and repeat after me. Yisimech Elohim Kisara Rivka Rachel Leah. May you be blessed as the great women of our people, our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And for all of our children, let's bless them together. We say, Yevarechacha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you on this very special night. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. And God's light, grace, always shine down upon you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yisemacha shalom. May God show us all as families across the city, across the country, across the world on this very beautiful night of redemption. Show us a way to ultimate redemption, to a world of wholeness, of wellness, and peace. And together we say, Amen. Let's sing a song of peace together. Let's sing Oseh Shalom. Rabbi Avi, you want to close us out with Oseh Shalom?
As we pray for peace here in our community, all over the United States, in Israel, and all over the world, we sing together the words of Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imo. Shalom Roma, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imo.
If you have a matzah on your table, go ahead and pick it up. Let's do hamotzi together. A chance for us to do hamotzi and to begin your Passover meal together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu mitzvah v'tzivanu al echilat matzah. Amen. If you have any moror, if you have any horseradish, go ahead and put a little bit on your matzah there. Yep, it's okay. It's okay if you pound the table. It's supposed to be hot and spicy. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu mitzotav v'tzivanu al echilat moror. Praise to you, God, who adds holiness to our lives with the sanctity mitzvah of eating moror. And if you got a little choroset, if you have a little choroset, put that on the matzah. Put the moror on too. If you can do a Hillel sandwich, this is what Hillel used to eat at the time of the temple. He would take all the things on the Seder plate, the zroa, which is the lamb, the choroset, that sweet apple compote, the moror, and the matzah. And he would say that this is how you sanctify the night of Passover, by eating them together. Go ahead and eat that Hillel sandwich. Take a big chunk. Rabbi Avi and I want to wish you just the greatest of Passovers. We want to give a Yasher Koach to you, Rabbi Avi, for leading us and singing so well and helping shepherd these wonderful families in this very difficult time. A big shout out to Eric Weiser, who you don't see online, but who's helping us with the tech in the background, and Alana Horspan, who, of course, our partner in all of this. Rabbi Avi, you want to say a nice word to close us out?
Yasher Koach to you, Rabbi Farkas, for leading us as well. And I'm just wishing everyone a meaningful and happy holiday and a safe holiday as well. I was wondering, Rabbi Farkas, if we could unmute everyone so we could all say Chag Sameach to each other before we end.
One.
Yeah, we'll have to.
All the people once you unmute it.
Oh, look, it's Charlie.
Oh, hey, the microphones are back on.
And
So in about 10 minutes, a preschool Seder is going, not preschool, an elementary school Seder is going to begin. So you get to see this all over again with our next at 5:45. And then later around 6:15 is an adult Seder. So it's a